Okay. Okay, so good evening, everybody. I hope you are all well. Yes, this is, I think you are all students of University of Education, Winneba, on the distance education program, isn't it? Specifically, you are offering the MEd, Education Administration and Management. Okay, and we have we have called this meeting so that we will give you some information about some aspects of the program which you are yet to fulfill. Okay. Let me first of all do a little bit of introduction. We have in our midst okay. Yes, I'm one of the lecturers on the program. Okay, and so I'm going to be talking to you about the some two components actually. Okay, two components of the MEd Administration and Management program. The first one is what we call the administrative practicum. Okay, the administrative practicum. And then the second one is on your dissertation research. This is something, these two activities is something that you should be working on for any moment from now, going into your second semester. It is the reason why Dr. Inusa and the team have called this meeting, just so that we can address some issues with you. Okay, so first of all, we'll start with the administrative practicum. This is a course on its own. The administrative practicum is a course on its own, and it is supposed to be an internship program. Okay, it's supposed to be an internship program for administration and management master's program. Okay, the rationale for this particular course, okay, is that somebody is trying to record. Dr. Inusa is recording it. So, Mutala, I think I'll deny the recording, okay, just so that Dr. Inusa will record and then we'll share with everybody, okay? Right. Yes, so I was talking about the rationale for the program, the course, okay? You see, you've been so far been encountering lecturers and having lectures on some on the theoretical aspects of administration and management, okay? But the university deems it fit, okay, that you need to put the theories that you learn, okay, in the lecture rooms into practice, okay? The point is that it is not just enough offering this professional program and just coming in for lectures and interacting with your lecturers, and then at the end of the day, you would say that you have graduated and you are a professional administrator or a professional manager. Okay, so the university wants you to go out there on the field and put what you have learned from the lecture rooms into practice. And in the process, there may be some experiences that you would gather from the field, which when you come back, okay, when you come back, you bring your experiences to bear, okay, on some of the discussions that we'll be having in class. Okay, so that is the purpose. Okay, that is the purpose of the administrative practicum. All right. So every student who has registered for the Master of Education or MEd Education Administration and Management, and who is about entering the second year, okay, is required to go on the field and learn some things from the field, and also put some of the things that they have learned in class, okay, into practice. And yes, so what it means is that before you come back for the second semester, this course should have been completed. Okay, you're going to complete this course, and then you would come back and then report to your lecturers as to what it is that you learned when you went on the field. Okay. So yes, this is it. But let me run you through the course, okay, how it is done. Okay. The first thing that you need to know is that every student who undertakes the practicum is supposed to commit 60 hours, okay, 60 working hours to the practicum. That is the minimum. If you have time on your hands and your mentors or the institution that you go to do the practicum at would want to still take you on for a little bit more time, that can be allowed, but that is something between you and then the outfit, okay? But for the university's requirement, you are supposed to commit minimum 60 hours to this program, to the course, all right? You are going to be given, let's say, about 1 month and a week, so about 5 weeks, okay, to do this administrative program. Currently, we have scheduled the period, okay, from the 13th of November to the 20th of December 2023, which means that the practicum would have to be completed before Christmas. Okay, it has to be completed before Christmas. You see, you have done a lot of courses, okay, in administration and management, okay, or education administration and management, and per the requirements of the course, you are supposed to select an area, okay, you are supposed to select an area in administration and management, and that is what you're going to focus on when you go on the internship. Some of the areas, these are just examples, but what it is that whichever area you select to do the practicum in would have to come from education administration and management background. Okay, you can't, you will not be doing education administration and management, and then you go and pick something in, let's say, art or music, okay, or something in the market. No, you are supposed to have that training, that practical training in education administration and management. So, for example, some of the areas that you want to look at is school facility management, okay, school facilities management. You can look at school financial management as another area. Some other things like school records keeping, okay, school records keeping, classroom management, okay, classroom management, human resource management, okay, You can look at it in terms of supervision as well, instructional supervision. Okay. And you can also look at another area, decision making in schools. Okay. Or school leadership. Okay. So every area that you decide to do is expected to come from education administration and management, and nothing less, nothing more. Okay. Yes, so you select that particular area that you want to do the practicum in. And the ITech PD is going to be giving you letters and some other forms that you take with you. A letter of introduction, which you would have to take to the place that you're going to do the practicum at. With that letter, the university will introduce you as a student coming from the university, and you are going to commit 60 hours of your time to learn some administration and management practices from the institution that you have taken the letter to. Okay, so when you go there and upon acceptance, the head of the institution, if they are not able to do it themselves, will appoint for you a what is it called, a mentor. Okay, somebody who will mentor you for the 60 hours that you're going to do the practicum in. Okay, this person, you have to work very closely with this mentor who will be appointed to you, and then at the end of the practice, you need to take instructions from the mentor, and you also need to be asking the mentor questions about things that you don't understand. Okay, at the end of the day, your mentor will be writing a confidential report about you and your performance whilst you were with them for the 60 hours. Okay. Yes, so as you go on the practical, and apart from the mentor's report, the confidential report that the mentor will be writing about you, you yourself is also supposed to produce two different reports. Okay, the first report from you is what we call, and please pay attention to this, the first report that we expect from you is what we call the reflective journal. Okay, the reflective journal. Now, just per the name, when you hear a journal, okay, it is some kind of a diary that you are supposed to keep. Okay, this journal, you need to indicate in the journal your day-to-day activities whilst you went on the practicum. Okay, so in the journal, every day that you go, we expect you to indicate the date that you went to the institution, the time you got there, and the time that you left. Okay, so assuming in a day, you maybe Tuesday, you go there at 10 o'clock. Okay, and then you finish work by let's say 12 o'clock. You're supposed to clock Tuesday, so and so and so date, at 10 time, um, time for reporting, 10 o'clock, time of leaving the job or closing from the job on that day at 12 o'clock or 12 p.m., 12 noon. Okay. And apart from that, you also indicate under that particular day all the activities that you undertook whilst you were on the field on that particular day. Okay, all the details must be recorded. Okay, so this will require you to buy a notebook, okay, and keep this diary, okay, of activities, time for day for reporting, the time for reporting, and the time for leaving, together with the activities that you did. Okay, This must be detailed. And apart from that report, you are also supposed to produce what we call the student's report. Okay, the student's report. The student's report will cover mainly, I think, 7 main themes. Yes, Selena and Sophia, I've seen your hands up, but I will take the questions after we've gone through the briefing. Okay, so then everybody who has any question to ask, okay, you can then ask the question. Okay, right. So what I'm trying to say here is that apart from the report or the reflective journal, okay, you will supposed to present a student's report, and that report will cover 7 themes. Part of the documents that will give you, okay, will cover those 7 themes. Okay, we'll show you the 7 themes that you're supposed to write the report on. Okay, and they're going to be things in administration and management that you observed whilst you are on the field. Is that okay? Yes, so you get the details. I think some of the details that I can remember top of my head is leadership style. Okay, leadership style of your mentor. You are also supposed to report on the organizational climate. Okay, when you talk about the organizational climate, we're talking about the tone of the organization, whether it's a school, whether it's a district education office or any other educational institution. What is the climate in the area? Are the people friendly? Is it a place that people want to go and work, or there is hostility in the workplace, and so on and so forth? That constitutes the climate. Okay. That constitutes the climate. Okay. Yes. So as I said, the details of this of what the report is supposed to cover will be given to you before you go. All right. And apart from the organizational climate, there is also interpersonal relationships. Okay. Modes of communication is another. Management of the organizational plans, i.e., the equipment and facilities in the organization. How is it managed? Okay. All these things you're supposed to write your report on. Then you also want to, I think another thing that you need to write in the report is what we call the organization and community relations, i.e., how does the organization relate to the community in which the organization is located? And do they offer community service? What is the relationship between that community and then the staff in the organization, whether a school or whatever? You're supposed to write on all of these things. Okay, right. Yes, so this is what the report is supposed to be on. Now, all these reports are going to be assessed. Okay, all these reports are going to be assessed per this categorization. The student's report is assessed over 60 marks. Okay, 60. Then we have the reflective journal that will also be assessed over 20 marks. And then your mentor's report, that is the confidential report the mentor will write about you, will also be assessed on 20. So we have 60, 20, 20. All that put together will give you 100%. Okay. So you are not going to underrate any of the reports. You have to treat all of them as important. Okay. One thing that I need to tell you, or you need to know about this practicum, that is that it is not a scoring a course. So we call it non-scoring. So if it is non-scoring, what it simply means is you can either pass or fail. Okay, you can pass or fail. If you should get 60 and above, 60 up to 100 per the assessment, you would have passed. If you get below 60, so from 0 to 59, then you have failed. Okay. Now, even though we call it non-scoring, you can never have your certificate. That is, you can never graduate if you don't pass the course. Okay. So you need to treat it as important as anything else, as any of the courses that you have been offering. Okay. You need to pass it. If you don't pass it, you cannot graduate. You cannot get your certificate. Okay. So it is very, very, very important that you do this. Now, as I told you, you're going to go on the practicum from the 13th of November to the 20th of December. Okay. Now, from the 20th of December up to let's say the 10th of January 2024, you are supposed to submit all these 3 reports to your center coordinator. Okay, please hear that again. From the 20th of December, okay, to 10th of January, okay, you are supposed to submit all the 3 reports to your center coordinator. No delays. Okay, no delays, because the documentation will have to be processed, okay, before school reopens for you to come back. All right. And if you delay in the process, your document may get missing and so on and so forth, which will present some difficulties to you yourselves. So please keep the dates. Per the letters that we give you, all these dates will be in the letter. Okay. All these dates will be in the letter. So we expect that you keep the dates, okay, and observe them. All right. You begin, let me go over that. You begin the internship on the 13th of November. You finish 20th of December. By 10th of January, all the 3 reports, the reflective journal, the student's report, and then the supervisor's report or the mentor's report, are supposed to be lodged with your center coordinator. Okay. Yes. Now, I hope that is clear. Now, this is how we're going to go about it. Early next week, or let's say before next week ends, a form called TIP. There's a form called TIP. It is, the meaning of TIP is Tentative Internship Plan. Okay, TIP. This form will be available at all the centers. Okay, so every student is supposed to go to the center and pick their form from there. Okay, the details on the form is about is your detail, your name, your index number, where you are, your phone number, and your plan for the internship. So, for example, what area do you intend to do the practicum in? Is it school facilities management? Is it classroom management? Is it school supervision? And all the things that you want to choose. Okay, you indicate that on the form. You also indicate the institution that you have negotiated to do the practicum in. Okay, there are quite a number of other details. When the form will also show you when you're supposed to finish, to begin the work, the practicum, and when you are supposed to finish. You're also supposed to indicate whom the head of the organization or whom your mentor is going to be. So what it simply means is that you need to be able to start thinking about where you want to do the practicum now from today. Soon as we finish with the orientation, you need to start thinking very fast where you want to do the practicum. But please also note that you are not allowed to do the practicum at your place of work. Okay, that is not allowed. You are not supposed to do the practicum where you work. Okay, because that place, you are so comfortable with that place. And if you should do the practicum there is almost nothing that you're going to be doing out there, or you're going to learn from there, because you're already very, very familiar with the place. You understand it. So the university will require you to go to a different place, negotiate, find a different organization, and go there and do the practicum there. All right. So from Monday, use the weekend to decide on one or two places. Okay, then maybe from Monday, Tuesday, you can go approach the head of that organization and do an informal negotiation with them. So down the week, maybe from Wednesday, Thursday up to Friday, the forms will be there, plus other documentation, the letters of introduction, and there's another document called ISR, okay, which will be for the supervisor. There will be the letters of appointment will also be there, i.e., ITech PD is going to give you a letter which is going to seek to appoint somebody that you yourself may have negotiated with, appointing the person as your mentor, okay, and so on and so forth. So a lot of documentations will be available, which you need to go and pick latest by Friday. You need to get the documents, and then on the 13th or 12th, by the 12th, you can go there, send the letters and everything, and by the 13th, you begin the internship. Now, we know that most of you are workers. You are working. Okay, so I guess you'll be asking yourselves, how are we going to get the 60 hours? Okay, and this is how you go about it. You are not supposed to like take 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or all the 4 weeks and go to the organization and say, I'm coming to do my internship here. Okay, the university knows that you are working. And so the university allows you a lot of flexibility, how to arrange your time. So you can decide that in a day, you go to the organization and just do 2 hours. Okay, or you can say, I'm going to do 3 hours a day or 4 hours a day. It depends on you. You can say, you can take, let's say, a day and say the whole day, 8 hours, I'm going to spend it in this place. So it all depends on how flexible you are, okay, and how you work out that flexibility with your mentor, okay. So if your employers will not allow you to spend the 60 hours continuously, don't worry. Just plan it. Say that 2 hours a day should be enough. Or if you can increase it and so on and so forth, that is fine. The most important thing is that you are not allowed to do the internship at your comfortable zone. That is the place that you work at. Okay, you are not supposed to do it there. So that is another one important aspect that we need to observe is that okay, um, you as I said, when you get back, you will be made. That is when you return and you come back to school from the for the second semester. We're going to organize meetings with you, and you're going to give us reports, presentation. You're going to have a presentation on the practicum, and part of the 60 marks that we said will be allocated to your students' report is from the presentation as well, because you are going to do the presentation based on your report. That is the 7 themes that you are going to write the report on. That is what you are going to be doing the presentation on. So you are not going to do the presentation on the reflective journal. Neither are you going to do the presentation on your supervisor's report. In any case, the supervisor's report is supposed to be confidential. So you are not supposed to even know what is in the report. Your mentor is supposed to write the report, put it in an envelope and seal it and address it to the coordinator, even though you will send it to the your center coordinator, but it should be addressed to the program coordinator, and that is Dr. Inusa. Okay, and so nobody should open it. You are not supposed to know. You are not supposed to open it or tamper with it in any way. Okay, so that is something you need to observe. So take the report seriously, and because when you come, that is what you're going to be speaking to, and that is what you are going to be assessed on based on your presentation. Okay, yes. So I think this is where I want to end the presentation and invite some questions. Perhaps if there are things that I have not addressed, as you ask the questions, they will come and then I will address them. Okay, right. So the floor is open for questions, for question time. And if you want to, if you want to ask a question, unmute your microphone and then speak. I'll call the name and then you unmute your microphone. Okay. So the floor is open. Hello. Selena, your hand is up. Please, let's hear from you. Hello, Selena, are you not talking? Okay, let's hear from Mahmoud. Mahmoud, unmute your microphone and let's hear you. Hello, Mahmoud. Mahmoud. Okay, let me see. Okay. Um, okay. Selena, you are not talking. Kojo Abam entry. Your hand is up. Can you unmute your microphone? Okay. Um, Selena. Selena, unmute yourself.
Please, my question has been answered.
Your question has been answered.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. Then lower your hand. Okay. Kojo Abaumentry.
No, good evening. Please,
Yeah.
a quick one. Can you please highlight on the 7 main themes in which our students reports will cover? Can you please highlight on it again one more time?
Okay. All right. The first one, as I said, is on the leadership style. Okay, the leadership style of the mentor. Okay, or whoever, your mentor. It can be. Please don't do this. If you are not talking, if you have not been asked to talk, don't unmute your microphone, especially if there is noise in the background. Okay. Right. Yes. So, so what I was saying is that it begins with the leadership style of your mentor. You also report on the organizational climate, which has got to do with the tone of the organization, i.e., is the place tense? Is the place friendly? Is it a great place to work at, or is a hostile place, and so on and so forth? How do you feel when you go to the place to work? Do you feel energized anytime you are at the place, or it's not a place that you want to go? What are the factors causing these things? All right, that is the organizational climate. Then after that, you would want to also look at okay let me give you them, because under each of these themes there are other sub themes, but let me give you the general themes, and then I think that may be, because I don't have a copy of the form with me readily. Okay, but so as I said, the leadership style, organizational climate, and you also want to be looking at um, um, modes of communication or channels of communication. Is it a top-down communication mode? Is it a top-down communication mode, a bottom-up, or is it interactive? Okay. You want to be looking at interpersonal relationships at the workplace, and relationship between the bosses of the place and the rest of the staff, relationship between staff and staff, relations between the heads and then the staff and the clients, or if it's in the school. Abdul, mute your microphone, please. Abdul.
Yes, sir, I'm muting it. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Right. Yes. Yes. So So as I was saying, interpersonal relationships at the organization. If it's in the school, how do the teachers relate to the students? If it's or how do the students relate to the teachers, and so on and so forth. So interpersonal relationships. And you also, Emmanuel Opon, please mute your microphone. Every opening. If it's what's it called? Yes, then another thing you want to be looking at is the management of the organizational plant. So when you talk about the organizational plant, you are dealing with the facilities. within the organization. Okay, facilities like the building, um, all the facilities that you can think about that is available at the workplace, whether a school, whatever, equipment, like computers, record keeping, how they manage the facilities in the school, okay, so that you can report on that as well. And then another thing is got to do, another theme is the relationship between the organization and the community in which the organization is. How do they relate to one another? Are they supportive of one another, or they are enemies of one another? Okay, and how do they impact on one another? Okay, so these are the kind of the themes, the main themes. And then you are given, or you are supposed to also come up with any 4 other areas that are not listed per the themes that the university is going to give you. If you yourself, 4 things or 4 themes that you learned or you came across, you encountered, which are not listed, you can also include those ones as well. And all these things, marks are awarded for them. All right. So keep in mind, we'll give you details. We'll give you details in the report as before you pick them up. Okay. All right.
Hello.
Yes.
Please, I want to find out. You said we are going to select one area to observe.
Say that again.
And my understanding is that you said at the beginning that we are going to select one area that we want to observe.
Yes. Yes. That you want to learn.
Do the observation on.
Yes.
But eventually you said we will be writing report on 7 main areas. I don't understand. If, yes, for example, you are picking that I'm going to observe this school, let's say, teaching and learning or supervision, how supervision is done in this school.
Yeah.
Then you say we must include that with the leadership style of the head teacher.
No. Hold on. Not leadership style of the head teacher. Leadership style of your mentor. You understand? Say supervision. Supervision. You are going to do school supervision as your area. Yes. What kind of leadership is your mentor showing in school leadership? In school supervision. You understand? Because if you are a supervisor, you are also a leader. So what leadership skills are you exhibiting in your work? Is that okay? The work is also found in an organization. So the organizational climate where the supervisor is doing the supervision. What is the climate in that area? Per the supervision practices of the mentor, has it created a tense atmosphere in the school, or per the methods, it's made the place relaxed and everybody is comfortable, everybody is at peace and at ease doing their work and so on and so forth.
Okay, Doc, I got you there, but the whole thing is not about only schools. We have a directorates and education. So there too, are we going to be observing the style of the director, or what are we going to be observing?
No, not the style of assuming you are doing let's say at the directorate you are doing what are some of the things they do there at the directorate? Like
they manage information like from top to down.
Okay, so let's say information management. Yeah.
Or let's say human resource.
Or human resource. Yeah, information management or human resource that you want to be studying. Okay. What is the leadership style being exhibited in human resource management. You understand? In all the areas, the themes reflect there. You understand? The human resource manager, he's a leader. He or she is a leader. So what leadership skills is he or she able to exhibit? How does he or she resolve conflicts, resolve problems when it comes, human resource problems as they come, and so on and so forth. You understand?
But the climate is about the entire.
Yes, yes, and that is also affected by the way the staff relate. For example, if you're a human resource manager, okay, and you are so autocratic, the staff are not able to approach you and talk with you about their problems and all that. It creates a certain atmosphere, okay, in the organization. So yes, so all these things apply. You understand it? They don't stand alone. They apply to the areas that you'll be doing the internship in.
So, okay? Doc, my last question is the mode of communication. What are we referring to? Is it do we make calls, or what is the mode of communication you are referring to?
Yes, so the mode of communication, for example, there are 3 main channels of communication. The top-down channel, which is where in that organization, it's only the boss or the head of that unit that always give instruction to the staff. Okay, so that information or direction comes from the top to the bottom. Okay, then there's a bottom-up approach. Okay, the bottom-up approach is where staff are also able to approach the head or the leader in the unit with information and yes, with information. Then the third one is what we call the interactive channel, where both information flows from the top and it flows from the down as well, and the two are working perfectly within the organization. Yeah, so these are the 3 main channels that we want you to be looking at.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
You're welcome. Okay, Mutala.
No, sorry.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Mutala.
Doc, I think my question has been answered. I wanted to ask on the areas that we're supposed to do the practicum on, and that is what you have just answered.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, who is next? Yakubu Isa.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask that, what about if somebody is already a leader, maybe a HRM in the education field or something like a senior headmaster? If the person is already experienced, so would the person go against follow somebody that maybe because the person already knows the
Mutala, your line is breaking. Mutala, listen. Your line is breaking. Your line is breaking. So can you come again?
I'm Yakubu.
Mutala.
Yes, Doc.
Yes, your line was breaking. So if you could come back again.
Okay, so let me come.
6 or 5. 4 of instruments.
Hello.
Yes. Mutala.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, Mutala.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir. Mahmoud.
Yes, Doc.
Am I on?
Hello, Doc.
Yes, Mahmoud.
Yes, Doc. I will be grateful if you can help me with the things that a student had to cover. I've captured 6, and so with your permission, let me go through them so that I'll see what I've missed. I have the climate, the interpersonal relationship, the communication channel, the organization of the school plants or the management of the organizational plants, school community relationship, leadership style of mentor, and the 7th one I've not been able to capture it.
Yeah, the 7th one. I think the 7th one is the personal experiences, and you are supposed to come up with 4 different experiences.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Please, can you throw more light there? When you say personal experiences, I actually do not know what you are referring to.
Okay. You see, we have given you 6 key areas. Okay. You may have come across some experiences that are not listed in the 6, but are very pertinent to education administration and management. Okay, so those are the experiences, any experience in education administration and management that you came across but are not listed among the 6. Okay, so that one depends on the individual, the things that they learned whilst they're on the practicum that are not listed, and for which reason they will not cover it under their report. Is that okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Hello, Doc.
Yes. Who is this? Mention your name.
Doc, Boachi. My name is Boachi.
Boachi. Okay. Let's hear you, Boachi.
Good evening, Doc.
No, let's hear Boachi. Good evening.
Yeah, but Doc, I just wanted to ask, if you are in a community and then you are teaching the same community, can you do your internship in the same community?
Yes, but not in the same school.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But it can be an organization apart from the school.
Yes. So that's why we say educational organizations. So when you say educational organization, that will include the schools as well. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Doc, good evening, Doc.
Yes.
Doc, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so thank you very much for the opportunity. Doc, please, a handful of us are in the private schools. Can we can we have our internship at the private schools? And then if yes, will you give us mentors, or we have to get mentors in the private schools? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, with the mentors, you need to do the arrangement yourself. For example, you go to the head and have a discussion with the head, okay, and say that these are your intentions, and the university is going to be backing you with letters to there will be one letter to the head of the organization asking that the head will accept you into the organization and then appoint somebody. If they cannot do it themselves, appoint somebody to be your mentor. Okay, then there is a letter for an appointment as well. So the letter is seeking to appoint that particular person. So you hand the letter over to that person, indicating that the university, and in fact, ITech PD is appointing that person to be your mentor for the period you are going to be with the person. Okay, so this negotiation will have to be done by yourselves. And that is why I was saying that after we are finished with the orientation, you need to start thinking very fast about where you want to be going to do this. Is that okay?
So, Doc, please, the first part, can we do it in a private school?
Yes, you can do it in a private school. Yes.
Okay. So your mentor, the arrangement that you are going to have to get the mentor, what should be the qualification of the mentor? Must the mentor be just an ordinary someone from Winneba or from Cape Coast, or I just want to know so that
no. The mentor should be somebody who has been working in the area that you are seeking to learn from. You understand? The person has practical experience. They've been working in the area, let's say school finance. Okay. So the person working on finance or say HR at the district office, the person working as HR, the HR at the district office, have some experience for working in that capacity for some time. So the kind of things you want to learn practically as HR, you learn a lot of things from him or her. You understand? So that person becomes your mentor. So the qualification is simply that the person should have been working in the area and has some experience in the area. That's all. Okay.
Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, Doc.
Yes,
hello.
Sir. Yes,
good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Thank you so much for tonight deliberation that we had. Doc, my concern.
Let Mahmoud talk first. Let Mahmoud finish.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Doc. Doc, my concern had to do with those who are working within the directorates, and then the CISOs who are also offering the program. Within the directorate, we have different departments. So can a student in one of the departments do the internship in another department within the same outfit?
No, because you are too comfortable in the area. I mean, in that particular outfit, isn't it? So then you look for a different district office, and then you go and do it there. You don't do it at your place of work. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Let's hear. I think is it Mahmoud who just spoke?
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Abdul.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Please,
Abdul is on the line. Abdul is on the line. Let Abdul finish.
Okay. I just heard you say that you can't move to a different department within the same district. What about from a school? You are a head teacher of a school. Can you have it at your district education office?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yes, you can. Because it's not your school, so you can.
It's true. Okay. Yeah. Then again, too, I just want to plead. I joined very late, just in the latter part of the discussion.
Okay.
I know some of us started very early. They have done the recording. They can please put it on platform for us so that those of us who couldn't get it from the beginning, because we were more or less at sea.
Okay.
We just plead to our colleagues.
That would be done. Yeah, that would be done.
I would have loved.
Hello.
Yes.
Hold on. Too many people are talking. Hold on. Please listen. Let me call the names. Okay. Let me call the names. I call the name, then the person will unmute their microphone. Okay. All right. So, Yakubu Isa, let's hear you.
I wanted to ask that if somebody does it in his or her own institution, how will you know it? Because you don't know where I'm working.
Yes, we will know. We have a way of knowing. We will know. And there are things we know. We will know. And we also, you see, apart from that, you see, we are training you to be professional administrators and managers. Part of the attitude of a professional manager and administrator is sincerity. Okay, sincerity and honesty. So even if we don't have any way of checking, part of the qualification to become a good administrator and manager is these characteristics that I'm talking about. Your sincerity and then your honesty. You understand? If these things elude you, and there's no way you can be a good administrator or a manager, all right? But apart from that, we have a way of checking. So don't underestimate that. Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello, Doc. Hello.
Hold on. Let me call the name.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Good evening. Okay. Somebody with iPhone 104. Can you unmute your microphone?
Hello.
Yes. Yes, Al Hassan.
Yes, please.
Yeah, good evening, Doc.
Okay, hold on.
Hello, good evening.
iPhone 104.
Okay.
Let's hear from you.
Yes, please. I'm the one. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Please. I am from the second year Takrady section.
Okay.
When we were completing the first semester,
yeah,
one of our professors briefed us on this. Yes, and the way it looked as if we had to start immediately, and some took it upon ourselves to start, to begin. Now there is kind of official communication to begin the program from 13th November. I'm only asking for myself. For instance, I had to do this, but I did, because some of the topics we do, it was proper to a certain time. For instance, admission in the schools.
Okay.
Now there is no longer admissions with the proper the recordings and the time of work and then the work put in. I don't know how it's going to be if I have to abandon all the work I have done and then because
can you please tell me who asked you to do that?
So it was briefing.
Yes, because who is this? Who is this? Dorcas, mute your microphone, please. Dorcas. Yes. iPhone 104. Yes. I don't know who did that with you, and under whose permission the person did that, because iTech PD has a schedule. You understand? iTech PD has a schedule. And Dorcas, please mute your microphone. And you see, iTech PD has a schedule, and iTech PD was the one that was going to give the go-ahead and make this whole thing official. For example, wherever you went, did you take any letter from iTech PD with you to that place? Assuming something happened, the university will have nothing to do with whatever happened. You understand?
Yes,
so
please.
I don't know how this was communicated to you and who did that.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember on our pages there were a series of letters sent to us on our WhatsApp platforms. Letters and
from where? Because
okay.
Who sent them? That's what I wanted to know. This thing should come from iTech PD. So,
okay.
So I don't know, and none of my colleagues at Second D has told me that anything like this happened. You know, one person I share office with, Dr. Bampo, she hasn't told me anything that Second D something like this is going on. I think I would have known if, for example, she was the one or something. So I don't know where this whole thing.
All right. That's fine. Thank you.
Doc.
Yes.
Doc.
Yes, sir.
In fact, what the gentleman is saying, seems to concern
Hold
of
on.
I'm saying hello, Doc.
HP. Yes.
I'm saying that. Doc,
please mention your name. What's your name?
Mohammed Yusuf.
Are you the one using HP?
I don't use HP. Yes, I'm the one.
Hello.
Okay.
Can I speak?
Yes, speak, please.
Okay. I am saying that I'm just corroborating what the gentleman just said. In fact, per the scale they gave us, some of us have finished the practicum.
This is serious. Who
we
did
saw
that?
the. We
you
saw
have a
the.
name.
Come again.
Do you have a name? Who asked you to do that? Hello, HP.
Hello, Doc.
Yes. Do you have a name? Who commissioned you to do that?
Well, that is what we cannot mention because we are students. So
why can't we find? No. Why can't you mention it? You need to.
I'm saying that. I don't have any name to mention. But what I'm saying is that we are on a platform 24/7.
Okay.
So any information regarding our course we get, we don't waste time again to find out where it is.
Okay, don't worry. We will find out who initiated that thing, but that cannot be counted. Okay, because this thing has to be done officially. The university has to commission you to do this. Okay, that is why ITech PD is going to give you letters, okay, to take with you. So if anybody gave you something, and I mean, it's kind of news, okay.
So some of us have the letters more than 2 months now.
Okay, can you please forward a copy to me? Let me give you my. Let me give you my number.
Okay. I will. Maybe when you forward it,
let me come in.
One will get your contact.
Mr. Yusuf.
Yeah, I was going to give you my contact.
Okay, yes, my colleague wants to make a.
I'm
okay,
at the
center. Please, everybody mute your microphone until I've called you. Yes. Fusaini, somebody said somebody was talking. Yeah.
Yes. I'm to battle on what Mr. Yusuf said. Well, some of us, as he said, we have finished, and the issue was that we saw it on our platforms that it's supposed to start on 20. It's supposed to have ended on 24th of just this past month.
No, it's 26th, 26th September. The 26th October.
Yes. And also, Doc, we have created a group for the whole group to be packed. So I've shared the WhatsApp link onto this chat so that any member within the course can join, so that we will share ideas as to how to go by the program.
Listen. What I'm trying to say here is ITech PD has not commissioned. ITech PD has not commissioned. Please mute your microphones.
The one speaking, where you are disturbing the audience.
Okay, ITech PD has not commissioned anybody to go on practicum. You understand? So I don't know whether somebody was trying to pull a prank with you people or something, because as we're seeing, I think this thing is coming from the Second D place, isn't it? Second D center. Apart from that, all the other centers,
including North here.
Including where? The North?
Yes, Tamale is part.
Tamale Center, Bagabaga in particular.
Yes, we have already done it.
We have finished.
Yes, Mbuno is to his part. Techimai.
So we were even about to write our report. We hear this.
Hold on.
Going to report.
Yes,
which
Bunu
report? That's the
is part.
question.
Techima is part. We have
Which
also
report?
finished ours.
Hold
So
on.
some of us are in
Techima is
Tamale.
a
We have
lie.
not started
Techima is
yet
a lie. We have
because
not done
we went to
anything.
the office and they told us they are not aware of any forms. So we
Great.
didn't start.
Great. So somebody maybe knew about the last year's orientation and therefore just introduce this thing and confuse you.
Please, the lady with the child, could you let the child stop disturbing so will he listen?
Yeah, I'm trying to even find out who that is, and I can't find the person.
Actually, the date on the letter was even backdated.
The letter was backdated.
Yes, it was not a current date on it. So some of us were even doubting it, how authentic it is. But our course rep sent it on our platform and asked us to go ahead. That is from the institution.
Which center is it? Which center
this
is
Tamale,
it?
This Tamale.
Okay, Tamale.
Tamale.
What's the name of the course rep? I've forgotten. I think I have her number. I have her number, so I'll call her and find out.
So I know now it is now incumbent on us to restart everything because we now know that it's 21.
Exactly. We can't go with that.
Now what I want to ask Doc.
Yes.
Please, I want to find out from you. Yes, please, I want to find out from you whether the 3 reports that you access we will submitting.
Yeah.
Please, Doc, can you give us some guidelines as to, though you have already explained everything to us, but I want to believe whether we will be getting some guidelines so that it will guide us to write this report accordingly, and especially to our mentor. They may access the areas that they will be writing their report on. So maybe if you have some guidelines to send to them so that it will also guide them as to what they will be writing on. So other than that, they may be writing different things which is not coinciding with what you have told us. And we can also go to sit them down to lecture them, even though what you have said, we have gathered, but we also wish that maybe we just have a guideline on that.
Okay.
So, Doc, another question I want to find out is that whether our mentors, there will be some kind of TNT to them, because they may be asking whether the institution will haven't given them TNT for mentoring us or not.
Oh no!
Because I remember this is not this is not our first time of doing these things. So sometimes we may even go and they will ask you that the institution will ask you to collect their account numbers and other institutions. So for instance, I've said Tamale here, we have already done where we went, they were even complaining that whenever they always come and do their this thing there, the institution never mind them, they never give, and sometimes they may even take their account numbers and details of their account, but they will never push anything to them. So I don't know whether this time is still there or there is nothing of that sort. In case they are asking us, we know what we will tell them. Doc.
Okay. Actually, with this particular program, there is no remuneration as such. Okay, what we propose or what we intend doing is to issue the mentors with a certificate of participation. Okay, a certificate recognizing them for the service that they have rendered. And that certificate is even worth more than money, because it is something that they can include in their portfolios. You understand?
Yeah.
So let them know that it's about a certificate of recognition and participation that they will get, but not necessarily.
So, Doc, as you have said, the certification, I don't know whether, please, I want to find out whether it will be a hard copy or a soft copy that you will send to them. So that maybe, are they adding their email address after which you will send it to them on soft copy, or how will they get that certification?
Yes, we will. You on the form, they are supposed to include their details, but we'll take the decision as to whether to send soft copies to them, which I think will be cost effective and easy to reach them. Okay, so we'll see. We'll look at the dynamics and see which one will be more feasible to do. Okay. Is that okay?
I just Doc, I'm still hammering on the guide. So I don't know whether, as you have said on Wednesday, whether we were able to get the guide to will be included to us.
Yes.
Or that one will be subsequently.
No. Everything will be included in the documents that you get. All the instructions will be there. There will be a document for the mentor. There's a document for the head of the organization, and there's a document for you, the student yourself as well. And
okay. Sorry for the last time. At the beginning of this, at the beginning.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Apart from that, there will be two other forms. One of the forms is a TIP, which is for you, the student, to fill and leave it with your mentor. That one, I said your mentor, you leave it at your center. Okay, that one should even be lodged with the center before you start with the program. Okay, so that if anything happens, we can use the form and trace you and know where you are. Is that okay? So that form.
So Doc, thank you very much. Please, I'm still on. Hello.
Okay. Yes.
Please say I'm still on. As at the beginning of this program, this course, you said we were having research to do.
Yes.
So as we are going there, are we going there at the same time looking for the research problem over there, or we are looking for?
No, that's a different thing. That's a different thing.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, we'll come to that. That's a different thing. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Doc. Last one, please say last one. You said somebody was recording it, that it will be shared onto us on our platform. I just want to know whether when should we be expecting the recording to be shared? Because I know some of our colleagues are not able to join.
Okay. Yes, it's our coordinator. Our coordinator is recording it. Yes, so I'll talk with him after we are done, and then you will.
So when we are not getting it, how can we trace it?
You call me when you are not getting it. Okay.
I hope you give us your line. Thank you.
You get my line. Okay.
Your number.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. I think Francis Odami. Francis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, and
good evening.
Thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome.
I'm really enlightened. Most of my questions have been answered. Just the last bit regarding information. I think that is where the challenge is. So I'll plead if something can be done, if it can be timely, because sometimes you don't know where to get information. That is where this grapevine thing is working. So if we can really get information timely, at least from time to time, if it can be updated so that we know what's going on. For example, we didn't know when we're going to start the next semester, and we're all asking. So if you're not careful, anybody throws in anything, and we have to go by it because we don't have any other. We appreciate that. Thank you very much for this.
Okay, thank you to Francis. Okay, all right. Paul Asumaku. Paul.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir, and thanks so much for the delivery, and it's helpful. But my concern is about the personal experiences that we're going to. You are pushing us away from our comfort zone so that we can have experience from the other sectors. You did mention that we should have the reflective journal of which we're going to record the time we started the program, the time we arrived at the place, the daily occurrences, experiences that we're going to have. We're going to document them in that particular journal that we're going to use. Would the outfit give us a reflective journal manual of which we're going to do daily recording so that these experiences can be kept, so that the final day we can go through it and then have our personal experience record to be done?
Are you asking whether we are going to give you the reflective journal?
Manual.
No. The format is what I have told you. Keep the journal. It's just like the way you keep a diary. You understand? You have a diary, you know how to keep the diary. You in the diary, you have a date. So every day, you open the diary, the dates, the things that occurred, you record them there. It's the same thing. So this one, just get a notebook. Okay, get a notebook and then do that recording. When you are finished, you may want to type it and send the typed version to us. And then you can keep the original one. Okay, just in case something happens and you have to do it again or you have to go back to it, then you have the original copy. But you after you are done, just type it out the same way as you kept the diary. Type it out and then send the typed version, okay, to your center. Is that okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Muhammad, Abdul, Manan, your hand is up. Abdul. Hello, Abdul.
Hello, Doc. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Please, Doc, there is a whole lot. Well, my colleague said this thing earlier from Tamale, though I'm also from Tamale, the course rep of MEd Administration and Management. We are receiving informations which are highly tedious for our learning. As my colleague rightly said, that introductory letter they give to us,
Please, can you mute your, please, Doc, please tell the person to mute your telephone. What is that? Oh.
The people are wasting our time. We are about.
Hello, Mohammed. Mohammed.
Yes, I wanted to you to alert them that they are disturbing us. Somebody is disturbing us in the background.
Yeah, I'm looking for the person and I can't find the person. I'm looking for the person and it's difficult. Because if I turn everybody's microphone off too, you cannot talk. You see, you can't talk. Please, everybody mute your microphone. Okay. So Mohammed, let's hear from you. Okay. Mohammed.
Yes, sir. Yes, I wanted to ask, and I've seen somebody ask that question, but all the same, we went to you did list what is expected of us when we get to the workplaces to gather our experiences and how to go about the report. And again, to how to go about writing the report. I'm sure it will be included in the guide that will be given to us, because report as it is, everybody has the way of presenting report. But if it is included in the guide, step by step, do this, we expect this information from you. I think that will guide all of us to present same thing. Though it wouldn't be same code. However, the line and then the process will help us a lot so that we wouldn't go and be going overboard with the report. That's what I'm pleading, so that you include that in the guide that will be given to us.
Okay, that will be done. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That will be done, Mohammed. Yeah. Okay. All right. Could you entry?
Doc, a quick one, please. I wanted to find out the reflective journal. Right now we are to write a report, and the reflective journal is going to help us write a report. Now, what are we taking to our?
No. Could you hold on? The reflective journal is not going to help you to write the report. Look at this very carefully. The two are different documents. Okay. The reflective journal is covering the day-to-day activities that you performed whilst you were at the with the organization at the practicum. Okay. The report is about your reflection of the things you did with the mentor, or the kind of things you learned from the mentor. For example, what is the leadership style of the mentor? How does he resolve conflict? How does he allow people to access him in terms of coming to him with his problems and so on and so forth? How did he communicate with people? Was it profitable? Was it not profitable? Okay, these are the things that you put in your report, and they are not the activities, the activities you performed whilst you were at the practicum. Okay, so there are two different things. The activities as in your day-to-day workings, okay, at the practicum is what you put in the reflective journal. The same way as you keep a diary. You see, when you keep a diary, you record, oh, today I did this, today I went here, and so on and so forth. That is what you keep in the reflective journal. Okay. The report is about your reflection on your learning. Okay, the things you learn. And it should be both the good, the bad, and then the ugly. Okay. I repeat, the good, the bad, and then the ugly. It shouldn't be good all the time. That's what most students do. They always report on the good things. But the point is, we want you to be learning from practice as to all the things that are happening. Okay. And just so that you reflect on it, and then we can make improvement as you complete your course and you step out there to work in that capacity. You don't make those same mistakes and things like that. So don't go looking for only the niceties, all the good things, forgetting about all the wrong things that are going on in the organization. Because if educational organizations are that good, okay, then we will not have problems in our educational system. But today we know there are problems with the educational systems because there are certain practices that are not good. You understand? So that is what we need to keep in mind. Okay. As you are requesting, we're going to make sure that the guidelines are detailed in terms of how you should write your report and the kind of things that you should put in the report. Okay.
Yeah, so Doc, so that means the reflective journal, whatever that we record, we are going to also type it and present that one also in addition with the student report that will be presenting. So the two of them.
Exactly so. Yes. Exactly so. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Let me call somebody. Yes, sir. Okay.
Please, I want to find out the presentation. Are we going to present it in a slides mode, or is just oral that we were presenting it?
Oral. You can just prepare your little notes, okay, and then you speak to the notes. Because if we're going to use slides, it's going to take a long time and waste a lot of time. Okay, so you just prepare your presentation in a note form and then you deliver it. Okay. Grace, please mute your microphone. Okay. We have Yakubu. Your hand is up.
Yeah. You said the minimum is 60 hours. Some of the institutions, they start from 8 o'clock to 5 p.m. That is about 9 hours per day. So if you are able to
break,
go for
with break, it is 8 hours.
Yeah, so if you are able to go like 10 days, you will be able to cover
exactly
60 hours.
Yes.
Is it acceptable that you say that you did it for 10?
Yes, it's acceptable. All we need is 60 clear hours. Okay, 60 clear hours. But as I was saying, we recognize the fact that some of you are workers and your employers may not allow you to leave the office for a whole day and so on and so forth. So if you can stagger the hours, that would be fine. But if you have time on your hand to go and spend a whole day, a whole week, and 2 weeks, and so on and so forth, that's also perfect, because the more time you spend with them, the more you learn. So that is perfect.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay. Yakub. Oh, okay. Yakub, I just okay. Mohammed, your hand is up again.
Hello, Doctor. Good evening once again.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, good evening. Mohammed.
Yes, Doc, I was talking about this in the course outline of this program.
Okay.
This initially the course outline that we had. We thought we could have followed it, to the latter. Now, what we are discussing right now, I just put it on you. At least this in the practicum, the portfolio, maybe next coming should be part of the course. Maybe either maybe face-to-face interaction, so that we'll get, because this online there are a lot of breakages. Some of us don't even hear anything. So I'm just suggesting that if this one can also fuse into our normal face-to-face or online with our own lecturers, so that at the end of the day, I will not leave any stone unturned. And then this thing again, the information passing on us. Sometimes, like my colleague in Tamale said, we were just there when the coordinator forwarded, and even some of the lecturers forwarded this introductory letter to us, telling us that we are going out for the practicum.
Is this still at second D? Hello. Is this still at? Is it Tamale? Amiel, please mute your microphone. Okay, so Mohammed, we are listening. You were talking. Okay, let me say that I think we have lost Mohammed, but let me say that it was very unfortunate. This whole thing, as it happened, and as to who gave who the authority to send what letter and who signed the letter and all these kinds of stuff. Okay, as things are, these are not official. Okay, the coordinator is going to make sure that these things don't happen again. And that's why I wanted to know who did that. Okay, but these things are not going to happen again. We cannot go with whatever has been done, because it is all coming from ITech PD. You understand? So we cannot go with it. A letter is going to be given you, appointing you officially to go on this program. Okay, and so
Doc.
Yes.
Let me come in to answer a question to the internship issues.
Okay.
Good evening, our dear students. All right. The issue
listen.
of
This is Dr. Inusa, the coordinator. Okay.
The issue of you receiving letters instructing that you should go and do internship wasn't a definite or an instructive decision from ITEC PD. One, your coordinators, through your pressure, call in that the students need to go out there and solicit for avenues where they'll be doing their practicum, because they can't use word of mouth to go and solicit for those venues. So they needed those letters for you so that you go and solicit, but official starting wasn't stated, or you weren't instructed to go and start. You were given the letters to go and look for places where you do the practicum. So there's a different thing of you sending a letter out there and you going to do a practicum out there. The letter was given to you to go and look for a place and not to start it, because we have not had any interaction with you as to what we are going to do on the field. So what at all have you gone there to learn? Nothing. Those who are to tell you what to do are Dr. Odetete and his team. So the letters were given, not for any negative thing, but for you to go and look for a place and get your practicum done. So we didn't do wrong. If we had denied you that too, you go and circulate that you are even requesting for a practicum letter and we couldn't forward it to you.
Okay.
So let's get this issue solved once and for all. You went to do, yes, you have gained experience, but that wasn't official. Now the official one is 15th of November to 15th of December. For learning, we don't overlearn. We'll keep learning.
13th November to 20th December.
Now the information is changing.
No, it's not changing.
Not changing.
It's
Please.
not changing.
It's not changing.
Doc, I checked the calendar. So I saw that it was suitable to look at 13.
All right.
So I gave them 13 to 20th.
All right. Then I'll call off a message on their coordinators platform and then change it. Yes. Okay. So they are now starting from 13th to 20th, right?
Exactly. Yes.
All right. I'll edit that message there.
Okay.
I'll edit that message there. For the letter issues, we didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
It's the students that rush to go and do without waiting for the orientation to be done.
All right.
So they can go back and do it. There wasn't anything wrong with that. And we don't have overlearning. So learning keeps occurring. We are sorry for that. It's a misunderstanding, but then it's thank you very much.
Okay. All right, Doc. Thank you.
Hello, Doc.
Hold on. Let me mute. Please mute your microphones. Mute your microphones. Okay. Sophia, your hand has been up for a while. Hello, Sophia. Unmute your microphone. Okay. Sophia is not talking. Amma, your hand is up. Amma, you've not called me for a long time. Amma,
yes, so,
Yes,
doctor, I'm fine. How are you?
We are fine. You are fine.
Doc, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I've missed you.
Yes, I've missed you.
I have a challenge.
Okay.
I have a challenge.
Right.
I just joined the meeting about 7:45. I joined it earlier, but I couldn't hear anything. I don't know the magic that I even did that I'm hearing this. So, Doc, as I couldn't hear anything from the beginning, what should I do?
Don't worry.
This thing.
Yeah, it's being recorded. It's being recorded. So Dr. Inusa will make the recording available to you. Okay. And you can also go to the center and you can go to the center, and then the center coordinator can also make the information available to you. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Amma.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. And you
Doctor,
can as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay.
Hello, Doc.
All right.
Yes.
Hello, this is Sophia.
Sophia, yes. Let's hear.
Good evening.
Good evening.
In fact, my question has been answered. I was going to ask, because I also had problem joining. I joined, but I was not hearing anything. So I was going to ask when we are starting and when we will end.
Okay.
And about the letters that my colleagues were talking about, our end at secondary, we were not asked to go and start anything.
Good.
It was a brief of what we will be doing.
Okay.
What we will be doing.
Okay.
As to when to start and end, we didn't know.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too for clarifying the issue. Okay.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
So in the directorate, if you decide to do it and take the director as your mentor, what happens?
And do you work in the directorate?
No.
Yeah, so then that's fine. If the director is going to agree to mentor you, that's fine. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
thank you.
So my hands have been Apple.
Who is this?
This is Sagbo.
Is it Sagbil?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Sagbil. Let's hear from you.
My issue is an appeal.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to appeal to the center to make available information very clear and on time.
Okay.
Because our last semester that we ran, we realized that the information to and from your end was very slow and very unclear.
Okay.
And it has to do with even the beginning when we were to have our orientation.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is that we lost that orientation.
Okay.
And I don't know whether other centers had the orientation, but we lost it because we didn't get the clear information as to when the orientation will start.
Right.
And in your lecture, you have observed that almost half of the students are complaining of how the information came. And it is because the center didn't release the information in time or on time. That is why that letter that came, the form that came for us to fill, all of us were eager to get that form and fill it and send it. After all, we are there for the academic week.
Okay.
And so we want to make an appeal that if the information comes on time, all this confusion will be reduced.
Okay.
And for me, I just want to make this appeal, Doc.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Doc.
Mahmoud,
yeah,
yes.
Doc. Thank you for the opportunity once again. Doc, one thing that is coming clear has to do with proper coordination of the program. You realize that for us in Accra, we are like we are in the dark. We don't know what is actually happening. Other centers have gotten a hint of letter to go and look for their centers to do the practicum. Whilst we are waiting, we did not hear anything.
No. Mahmoud, listen. I think rather Accra acted well. Okay. Accra acted well because this is how the whole thing should have gone. Everybody should have waited for ITEC PD for the signal. You see, fact that information wasn't forthcoming then tells you that there were things that we were working out. Okay. Not that we were being irresponsible or anything, but there were issues that we're working out. We wanted to get clearance to make sure nothing is in the way, and then this thing will be sorted out. You see, now the confusion that may have come to the other centers, it has not come to you, and it's the best way. Okay, it is the best way. So, but I agree with you 100%. I mean, I agree with the fact that we need to be up very clear with information and all that. But you also, I think, you see, that's why there are leaders of the program. So you need to wait on your leaders and let your leaders lead you, rather than always pushing and pushing things and all that. You see, when students keep pushing things this way, that is how things get muddled up. Dorothy, please mute your microphone.
Okay, Doc, and then the second aspect had to do. Yes, Doc.
Hold on, I'm trying to. Somebody is disturbing on the line. Who is this person? Okay, let's hear you, Mahmoud.
Yes, Doc. My second concern is coming in the form of appeal. Okay. You realize that those of us who are offering the course are, as it were, aged or elderly people in a working class. I realized that when it got to the examination, the way the timetable was designed, it was more of a kind of stress on us. So our appeal that moving forward, you look at it vis-a-vis our age, and then the demand, and then the timing of the assessment, so that it is structured so that everybody can, health-wise, is very, very important that at least you go through this and with your health intact. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well acknowledged. Yeah, Mahmoud. Okay.
Hello, Doc. Hello,
yes.
Doc.
Yes, sir.
Please, I want to find out whether 2 or more people can go. I can do it under one supervisor.
Oh, yes. We've had situations where 2 people have done it together under the same supervisor before. Yes, possible. Okay. That is possible. Okay. All right. Rashid.
Yes, sir.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing well, Doc. And what of you too?
Yes, I'm well. Okay,
yeah.
Let's hear from you.
I just want to find out per the schedule we had for this orientation. We had 3 things. That is for the practicum, portfolio, and then the thesis dissertation. We've been on one for 2 hours. Are we going to just be on that, or if members would allow, we should move on? I don't know. If not, so that's just my concern there.
Okay.
Yes, because most of the questions being asked is just repetition of what someone has said concerns. Yes, if it's possible, we could move on to the next agenda and then we finish everything on time.
All right. Okay, that's fine, Rashid. Yes. Okay. Mohammed, Yusuf. Mohammed.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
In fact, my question has left my head again. I think Doc, please. I understand our meeting today. I think my understanding is that our meeting today is discuss both the practicum and practicum portfolio and dissertation.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. You are right.
I say my understanding is that we are so if I will beg your permission, if we could go into the other one, because this one is over, we have overspent time on it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yes. Right. So then let's move on. Regarding the portfolio, I think that belongs to the counseling people. We in administration and management, we don't build portfolios as they do. So it doesn't apply to us. Okay, it's for the counseling people. What we are dealing with are the 2 things, the practicum and then the dissertation. That is the research.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So now that we are done with the practice,
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Now that we are done with the practicum, the next thing we want to talk about is the dissertation or your research. Okay. There is a research component. Okay. There is a research component to your program. Okay. And it is compulsory that everybody at the end, okay, of your course should have done a research in an area in education administration and management. Once again, you can't pick any topic outside education administration and management. All right. So we are entreating you to start thinking about your research area interest. Is there an issue you want to research in? Okay, in education administration and management that is of interest to you. Normally, when you say research interest, we're looking at an area that will help you in your career. Okay, so somebody, for example, interested in who is dealing with or who want to pursue a career in school finance or school finance management, okay, would want to do research into school finance, okay, and somebody in facility management, okay, would want to look at school facility management and so on and so forth. So begin to think about your research areas and then come up with topics, okay, research topics, as soon as possible and launch them with your coordinators again, okay, your center coordinators. Or I think to make it very easy and simple for okay, let me confer this with Dr. Inusa 1 minute. And then because two ways I'm looking at it. Either all of you will send your topics to the course reps and the course reps will forward them, or you rather send the topics individually to your course coordinators and the course coordinator will forward them. But let me confer with Dr. Inusa about this, then I'll come back to you. Okay. So let's see what we are going to do now. So I've spoken with Dr. Inusa, and we have agreed that we should do it this way, just so that the process doesn't become tedious. Okay. Every single one of you, and the course reps who are on the platform, and in any case, the recording is going to be available for everybody to hear. What you are supposed to do is to come up with a research area and a research topic that is related to educational administration and management. Okay, all the areas, the courses that you have done so far, and the problems that you have encountered in terms of the topics that you have treated. Pick a research topic from any of these areas that is of interest to you. Okay, now what Dr. Inusa is going to do, the coordinator is going to do, by early December, okay, by early December, you are going to be assigned to supervisors. Okay, so immediately you know whom your supervisor is. You approach your supervisor with your research topic. Okay, so the supervisor will help you to mold the topic and all that. Okay, and then the supervisor will start working with you. Okay, so look out for the space. Early December, this information is going to come out as to who and who are going to be your supervisors. Is that okay? But in the meantime, as I said, you need to start thinking about your topics and your research areas and so on and so forth. All right, just so that as soon as you know your supervisors, you get to them and then you start working. All right. You should start early, because by the time you finish your second semester, we are expecting that your research will also be, you would have completed the research and will be ready to submit the dissertation, just so that you'll be able to graduate on time. All right. And because if you delay, you'll be shooting your own self in the foot, because first of all, you'll not be able to join the graduation that your group is going to be in. And two, the university will also charge you extra money for delaying. You understand? So this is not something that you should play with. Start thinking about it, even though your supervisors have not been assigned yet. But as I said, early December, by first week, at most second week December, the list will come out, and then you know your supervisors. So as soon as you know them, start working with them, okay? So that you'll be able to finish on time. You save yourself from not graduating, and you save yourself from not paying extra school fees. Is that okay? If you don't do that, then you are in trouble. All right. So that is what I have to say about the research. And then another thing, you see, we want you, and we want to encourage you to come up with original research. Don't go copying things on the internet and things that people have written and all that. Because you see, you'll be lucky if you are not caught. Once you are caught, the work will be failed, and you have to start the process all over again. Okay. And there are so many ways that we can find out whether the work is a copied work or not. Okay, so please beware of that. Make sure you don't copy from other people's work and so on and so forth. All right. Then another thing very important, as I said, you see, make sure when you are working with your supervisor, make sure, and the supervisors are going to make sure as well, but make sure your topic is within education administration and management. Okay. Any research that is outside, sorry. Any research that is outside education administration and management will not be acceptable. You understand? Will not be acceptable, and that will constitute a lot of waste of time for you. All right. So make sure you are working within education administration and management, and nothing other than that. And then you work closely with your supervisors. Okay. Right. So this is what I've got. And then don't copy as well. Don't copy. Okay. So this is what I have to say about the research. Keep the dates. Keep watching for the dates around early December. Okay. Early December, the list will be out, and then you start working. All right. Okay. Any questions on that one too?
Hello, Doc.
Yes, Mohammed.
Yes, sir. I have two questions.
Okay.
Doc, okay, the first one has been answered on the way when you are explaining, but this is an appeal. I don't know how possible that can be. Okay. For us who are already in the net. All right. Because if you are improving at all, it's going to be against future. Okay. Most of us who are doing the course, with all apology and listen, like one of my colleagues said, we are just some few years to, and we just want to have that qualification, probably to climb to our last ladder, not like the pure young ones who are S and they want to venture into serious academia and a whole lot. And my appeal is that if it is possible, that in future you make it optional for those who want to go into academia to actually do the dissertation, because I understand our colleagues who are doing it in Cape Coast, for themselves, it's like the dissertation is not even part of the course. Yeah. But my appeal is that most of us, I don't know, we hardly, I don't even know how we need to, or where we will be using that intense work in producing research material, and where it will take some of us again as part of the course members in the thing. I don't know.
Okay, Mohammed, let me say this to you. The university is very much aware that Cape Coast is not doing the research, but that is to their disadvantage. Okay, it is to their disadvantage because UEW is not just looking at you in terms of just needing the research skills for as to whether you are nearing your retirement or anything. But the main idea of getting the research skills is that, you know, today when you look around, even when you are on retirement, okay, every now and then you come across some of these international agencies advertising for projects that anybody, if you are in this area, you have research skills, you can bid for this research project and so on and so forth. So if you have these kinds of skills, even when you are on retirement, okay, you can get yourself extra money by engaging in some of these activities, research activities and so on and so forth. So don't see yourself as maybe you are getting into retirement and therefore you don't really need this and all that. No. Research is not just for academia alone. Research is also for industry. Okay, there's also for industry, and there's a lot of research projects out there. Okay, that if you want to search and bid for and apply for some of these contracts, you will get them. But how would you go about them if you have been through a postgraduate program and you don't have skills for research? You understand? So that is what we do at UW. It's an advantage over what the Cape Coast people have been doing. So I think you should count yourselves as blessed with this other thing that we are giving you, okay? Because for some students, it is for that reason why they even want to come to UW. The fact that they need the research skills as well. And whether you are going on retirement or not, you need the skills. Okay, you need the skills. So Mohammed, so stick with
Doc, until I hear the explanation you have just given, it's like for some of us, the entire course program is not as frightening. It's not as frightening as the dissertation.
I don't think so.
I say until you explain this to me, the entire program, any part of it is not a problem so much for us like just that one.
Oh, okay.
I thought our initial skills or method of research that we wrote in the first semester was enough for some of us.
Oh, no.
But if you explain this way,
you need to put it into practice. Exactly. Okay. Even now, that
Doc, this
one. Let me say something to you, Mohammed. Look, I have 2 students, okay, who recently finished their programs. And because of this research we offer, they have landed themselves jobs with some international organizations. Okay, they have they've landed themselves jobs because of this. So assuming they did not have these skills, where would they have been by now? You understand? If you are interested, call me. I'll give you one of them, the number of one of them. And then you talk to him. He will tell you how happy he is today.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Then thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay,
Doc.
Sabil. Yes.
Yes. Doc, thank you very much. I think almost at the tail end of your presentation on the practical, you were about to give us your contact, but I don't know what happened, and then it never was done.
Okay.
But I think that if the number is given, it will help some of us sometimes with our issue on the research.
Okay.
And I also want to say that the research is good, but we are being limited to a particular area, because if it is just on education, I think it will be good for all of us to find something, a topic of interest and right. But I think we are being limited to the administration.
Yeah, education, administration, and management.
That means that we will have to be looking at the leadership in education.
Not only that, you look at all the courses that you did. You did the first semester. You are going to come again the second semester. There's a lot more other courses. Okay.
No, but it's not that. Some of us had interest. For instance, the policy, educational policy.
Yeah.
Some of us had interest in it, and so if it is about research, we would have been looking at the educational policy to see if we can get topics there to write.
Yeah.
But if we are limited down to just educational management and administration, then
Samuel, hold on. Let me explain this to you. Hold on, let me explain this to you. You see, the broad area is education, administration, and management. You understand? And under it, there are different areas. So policy is one, curriculum development is one, what again? School community relations, educational finance and economics is one. All they are all subsets under education administration and management.
Oh, okay, I get you.
So we're not just looking at that, but all the courses exactly.
So the way you said it, I thought that it was just limited to, management area.
No,
a management in terms of activity.
No.
Okay.
So look at it in terms of all the courses under education administration and management. Okay, and then pick from there. Is that okay? All right.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, and Josephine, your hand is up.
Hello, Doc.
No, let Josephine talk first. Yes, good evening, Josephine.
Hello.
Yes, Josephine.
Doc, good evening.
Good evening.
Doc, please, about the practicum.
Yes.
Some of us at our workplaces, for us to get some time to go out, do this and come back, it will be very difficult for us because we chose the program because it's a weekend program and it's like, that is why we chose to do it. But now that we have open school, most of us are teachers too. Now that we've open school, leaving school to go and do this 2 hours, 3 hours and come back, it will be a problem for us in our schools.
Josephine, let me find out from you. And you go to school in the morning. When do you close? By
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, you have closed, isn't it? Yes. So you can pitch your time for the practicum. Let's say between 3 and 5 o'clock in the evening. Okay, late afternoon. You go and do it. You understand?
Yes, Doc.
Yes.
Doc, please, assuming I chose to do it in another school, they also close around that time. It means by the time I'm closing, they're also closing.
Yes, so then you don't need to then do it in a school. Look for maybe an office. You understand? Look for an office.
An educational office. And where I'm staying, from my place to educational office, already taking the 2 hours.
I see. You listen. I still think you can work something out. Seriously, I still think you can work something out. Reason why we have made it flexible is for you to be able to, maneuver, navigate your way out of this. You understand? Perhaps even if it's a school that you'll be doing, look for a school that is closer to your school. All right. So in a time when you are not teaching, you are not engaged, you can.
I'm a classroom teacher.
Sorry?
I'm teaching the lower primary.
Oh, okay. But you let's work something out. Okay. Let's work something out. When you have found a place, you can call me and then we'll talk about it. Okay.
Okay. Number 2, please.
Yes.
Most of my colleagues talk about the information management in this institution.
Okay.
Last semester, I was like always disturbing you because when we got admission, nobody called us for any orientation, no ID card, nothing, and then all of a sudden they said we should come for lectures. So I continue asking the coordinator why all these things are not in place because one of the investors I attended, before you enter, you are giving your course outline the day you'll be doing this, the day you read that, everything in order. So you know that this is how you're going to manage it. But here, nothing is happening.
No, okay, Josephine.
2 months now, we have not been hearing anything to this time. So some of us, my children are asking me, Mommy, what are your grades? Have you passed? Where are you going to school? And it's like, I don't have anything to tell them to.
Josephine, listen. Listen. Josephine, listen. You see, at the time you came, At the time you came, we were going through a lot of transitions. You understand? We're going through some transitions. And at the same time, per the timetable, you were supposed to come and all that. So things were a bit fluid. Okay, things were a bit fluid with these transitions and all the things that were happening. That is how come things came the way they are. But we promise you going forward, some of these lapses will not happen. Okay, they will not happen.
So right now, so then we are perfect for it. The same thing applies to
but listen, Josephine, listen.
Yeah.
You see, yes, but we tried our best. We tried to make things easy for you.
Okay.
Yes.
So Doctor, please, we are praying that it shouldn't happen again.
Yes, it won't.
Then again about the research.
Yeah, hello, Doc.
Yeah, hold on.
Hello, Doc.
The research work.
Let Mahmoud, let Josephine finish. Yeah.
Please, somebody spoke about research things. Francis, some of us is true. The research thing, we are not going to use it for anything, but we just need to this thing to step forward. So if we can replace this for us, we understand the research is very good because in other areas it's very necessary. But for this course particularly, it's like it's going to give us some kind of pressure. With some of us, we are already under pressure.
No, just
so it's like the young ones who have the flair to go and do that, to continue the MPhil.
Doc, let me come in here. Josephine.
Okay.
Josephine.
Yes, sir.
We understand your plight and situations you find yourself in.
Okay.
But let us have this in mind. It's an institution and go with rules and regulations. It's a program that comes with its own rudiments that we pass through to make sure our products are groomed in a way that they can be ready for the job market. So if you try to always kowtow to the whims and caprices of our products or our stakeholders, sometimes it may serve the students well, but the institutional image is being dented. Okay. So whenever we want to make a request, we look at the general overview of what the institution has in hand. I was listening to the comparisons that were made that UCC they are not doing. If you go and check the course structure of UCC and that of UEW, they are totally different.
Okay.
They are totally different. So if you try to import, it's more or less you are acculturating, and each institution comes with its own unique features and what it stands for.
Yeah.
That is why we are called UEW, and that is why they are called UCC. I'm a UCC person from scratch to ending, first degree to my terminal degree. But I don't allow that one to influence. I only try to what? Make the two to see how best I can function. So if you have a friend who is not doing, ask them, what do you do? Maybe you can even try your hands in what they do and adapt to yours. And you become more marketable than that person. But trying to let it look like this, it will never work. Let's think about the bigger picture of the institution and not falling down our research just because, in quotes, some of us are working, we will not get time to go and collect data or to withstand the pressure of research. But if you are able to dedicate your time and do the right thing, you are the one to rejoice and enjoy in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. But that's why I was complaining that all these things we should be made aware of all these things from the very beginning. So if you do it, you do it. If you don't do it, then you know where you are passing.
Oh, that's fair. But when you apply,
we are already in it. Doc, we are already in it. We are going to try.
Okay.
Doc, we are already in it, so we are going to try.
Okay. All right then.
Hello, Doc.
Doc, please.
Yeah.
Right
Hello,
now.
Doc.
One at a time, please. Okay, Mahmoud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doc.
Is that Mahmoud who was trying to talk?
No, it's Mohammed Yusuf. Mohammed Yusuf again.
Oh, okay, Mohammed. Okay.
Can I go on?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Okay. Doc, this one I want to beg your permission and ask. Up to this point that we are starting another semester, we don't know our fate in the first semester. Yes. I don't know how it works.
Don't worry. You Steve. By the time we begin the semester, you know your results. Okay. We are still in the process of making the results ready. So don't worry. And by the time you begin the semester, you know everything. Okay.
Okay.
So don't worry.
Okay.
Yes. Don't worry about it.
Hello, Doc.
Okay.
Doc,
Yes.
please, your number. You said you're giving us a number. I'm pleading, so you shouldn't forget of it. Let's have it.
Okay. Okay. The number is 0207.
Number.
Okay, 0207 500 994.
Lost.
Yeah, 0207.
You're lost.
0207.
500.
Yes.
500.
994.
Yeah, 994.
994.
That's right. Yes.
Doc, is that the only number?
Yeah. Well, I have another number, but that's a private number. So you get this. You get me. If you call and I'm not able to take it, maybe I'll be in a meeting or something. But apart from yes.
Hello, sir.
Sometimes people between them are gonna don't you
I've raised up my hand for a long time.
Who is this?
Yakubu.
Yakubu, okay. Let's hear from you.
Yeah,
okay,
last semester under HRM, Human Resource Management and Education, we did a topic called stress.
Okay.
Then our exams, we used 2 days to write 5 papers, 2.5 hours each. I don't think there is anything more stressful than this.
Okay. I think we have addressed this issue already.
Saturday 3 papers, and Sunday 2 papers. And some of us, when we came home, we became sick and
okay,
those things.
Okay. I think we have addressed this issue already, Yakubu.
So if it is 2 days, it can be 2 Saturdays. So that if this Saturday we do 3 papers, then you use the 1 week to learn the other 2. Because learning 5 subjects at the same time, I don't think it's appropriate. But if we can learn 3, then we write that one, forget about the 2. When we finish, then we learn the other 2 for the next Saturday.
Okay.
But 2 days at once,
okay, that's fine. That's fine, Yakubu. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Right. iPhone, your hand is up. iPhone. Someone with an iPhone, your hand is up. Okay. Right. I think the person is all ready to talk. All right. So I think if there are no more questions, Doc.
No, but there is something I just want to say, Doc, before you close.
Okay.
I think today, me personally, I have been touched. At least I am now aware that I am doing a program with, iTech PD.
Okay.
Because all along we have been so distant from you.
Okay.
And we are very grateful to our lecturers at our area.
Okay.
But talking to you directly from the center is also another relief.
Okay.
And I think that if you once a while schedule some of these meetings with us to discuss some of these issues, it will help us.
Okay.
And so for me, I want to say that deep in my heart, I'm very
okay, Samuel. We are also very grateful. Okay. We're also very grateful.
Doc.
Samuel, we'll make sure from time to time we'll engage you and see what is happening. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Mahmoud. Mohammed. Mohammed.
Doc.
Yes, you should talk.
Yes. My last bit is that can we have an assurance or an indicator to know which information that we shouldn't be panicking on our platforms? Because we have just been told that you are not aware of the introductory letter that was flying in our platforms. So how do we know that please treat this one with the contempt and what have you?
Okay.
Because you don't want to be left behind.
Yes, you see, I think Dr. Inusa tried to explain and this problem, how it all came about, that it wasn't a letter that was meant to get you on the field, on the practicum, but it was just a letter for people who were requesting that they needed something to take with them as they go and negotiate. Okay, they go and negotiate for places that they were going to do the practicum. But I mean, you've not been given an orientation, you've not been given any letter spelling out in detail what you were supposed to go and do. You have not been given any form to fill and show what you are going to do. Nothing like that. Just a letter that was meant to take for you to take with you to secure a place, and then they launch themselves into the practical. So I think it was a miscommunication.
Doctor, I'm not limiting my concern to only this one because it was addressed. Okay. I'm saying that things like that will keep falling in our platforms.
Okay.
So how do we know this is from the right source so that we pay attention? And this one is just somebody speaking.
Maybe. I think it will be a good idea if you can include Dr. Inusa and myself on your platforms. Okay, that is the only way we'll be able to clarify.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Doc.
I've created a WhatsApp group. I don't know if all can join. So that
hello, Doc.
Hold on. Somebody was saying I think Dr. Inusa is talking. Doc, did you say something?
Please, my microphone was mute.
Okay. Somebody was saying that he has created a platform where everybody should.
Yes, so I've sent the link on the chat. So I would like if each and every one of us can join, so that
please, I don't subscribe to that.
At all.
Each center should have their own platform and should be taking instruction from their own coordinators.
Okay.
That's all.
When the platforms are many, there are always issues. Please, let them be in their respective platforms that they had initially. No new platform should be created. Please, I beg of you.
So have you heard? So that that chat platform, please, nobody should subscribe to it. Okay.
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
I was talking. I don't know whether I was cut or I don't know.
We lost you, Sabil.
We lost you. We didn't drop anyone.
I believe my message was very clear.
Yes, we got you. Yes.
Yes. So that once a while, if you get it, maybe in every 2 months or every 3 months or even every month, you get to us in this manner, it will help us.
It will help. Okay. Okay. All right.
Hello, Doc.
My takes, so far, my takes are that ID card issues and frequent notifications or a forum for you to discuss your concerns, right?
Yes.
These are the two key issues that were raised.
Yes. And then I think the timetable issues as well.
All right.
Doc.
Yes,
Doc.
Yes.
Please, Doc.
Let's hear from. Hold on. One at a time, please.
Okay, are you listening to me?
Yeah, we are listening.
Okay, Doc, I am saying that now that you say each center course reps should have you, the two of you, in their platform, I think that is the best thing. So that if any information is coming, we can just reach out to you, or you yourself will even see it. And if it's a misleading information, you intervene in good time.
Exactly.
So that we
thank you very much. Your various center tutors should be on your platform. Myself, not necessarily. Why am I saying this? We have coordinators for each center. And the coordinators are there to serve the purpose of us and you. So if I go in on your page and do anything, it means I'm usurping that particular person's duty. And he or she will not take it lightly with me. We have a channel of communication. With your lecturers, you can be on your platform. You can discuss anything. They can post information to you because we have tutors on lecture platform, and they can pick information, they give it to you even before your coordinators. But being a coordinator myself, coordinating all the coordinators, I can't be on your platform. If I go there, I'm taking the duty of someone, and put yourself in that shoe. How would you feel? I don't want to hijack anyone's position. So thank you very much.
Doc,
hello, Doc.
What you said is
hold on, one at a time.
What you said is
one at a time.
What you said is
please hold on.
What you said it.
Hold on. So I think what Dr. Inusa is saying is that you know, all the centers have their coordinators. You understand, and so if there are things that need you don't understand or you need clarification, then contact the center coordinators and your lecturers. And if they also need further clarification, then they will contact Dr. Inusa for him to clarify for them. Okay, so I think that channel of communication will be better. Is that okay?
You see, that is where we are now, because you see, all this is coming because of that letter that came that. And in all...
Okay, Doc.
Hold on. Let Sabine finish.
You know, no, I just want us to look at something. Because, you know, you are dealing with people who have come to learn. And we want things to be coordinated in such a way that we don't run helter-skelter. All things are done so that we go along with your program. And so if there is an issue along the way, it has to be addressed. And if an old way or something was done in a way that brought about this issue, there should be a resolution. And so from the resolution, we are saying that let's get our coordinators or even our coordinator on the platform so that when the information comes, it is not right. Probably we are not saying that he should say it on the background, on the platform, but he could go to the background and correct it. And whoever put the information there will come back to the platform and correct it for us so that we all move. After all, this thing is about 2 years. We have won half a year. And so we are left with almost 1.5 years. That is including including our research. And so I don't see where this problem has to do with somebody's work or so. We are looking for the work to be done. And so for me, respectfully, I was thinking that. And so information is given on the platform, which is not right. Then the coordinator could go to the background, correct it, and they will come back to the platform and correct it. If not, we'll be misled. That is just the simple way we are looking at it. And I don't think that when we do this, we'll be taking somebody's work from that person. After all, you are going to give the information back to that person to come back and give it to us. So I respect.
Hello, Doc.
Hold on. Let's hear from Dr. Inusa. Let's hear from Dr.
Madam Josephine. Madam Josephine.
No, it's Sabine.
It's Sabine.
Okay, Sago. We are not disputing your facts. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
But my issue is, I wanted you to put yourself in the shoe that if there's something that you are supposed to do, and let's say you are a class teacher, you have to coordinate every activity in the class. Then the headmaster just walks in and start coordinating whilst you are there. It will be like you have been subletted, and you feel like the headmaster thinks you don't know your job. That was the point I came from. But then, going forward,
please, quiet.
Please, quiet. Going forward, I've accepted to be on the platforms, but don't expect me to post on the platform. I'll only monitor activities that go on there. So if there's anything I'll speak from the background and not the front line.
Exactly. On the platform, so very, very useful for us.
Hello. Hello, Doc.
Sorry.
Hello, Doc.
Sorry, Doc.
Please,
I was trying to mute somebody.
Hello, Doc.
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Hello.
Dr. Elisa,
We have spent 2 hours,
quiet,
so we are still on the same problem.
quiet. Dr. Elisa, please, I muted you. I was trying to mute somebody and then I muted you. So please come back.
All right. Thanks very much. I was saying that the reason why I said I wouldn't want to be on the pages, we have assigned people to do the coordination for us. And I gave an analogy. Assuming you are a class teacher, you are to coordinate the class activities for your class. Your headmaster walks in and try to do all that you're supposed to do without recourse to your presence or your role. How would you feel? That is the point I came from. But then I've accepted to be on your platforms, and I'm not going to give any information to you, but to monitor proceedings on the platform.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Exactly. That's what we want. If there's any misleading information, I will come and clear it from the background and not on the page.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
All we need is for you to correct. All we need is for you to correct information, whether you are writing it or you are asking someone.
No, he will write.
It's still the same thing.
What you do is
I am saying, Mercy, can you be patient? I am saying that
one at a time.
We are not saying he should write.
One at a time.
We are not saying he's saying that he's not going to write. And I'm saying once we get the information corrected, we are good to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Hello,
so yes, please mute your microphones. Yes, so Dr. Inisa has spoken now. Okay, so who is speaking again?
Hello, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Please, I want to find out whether the number you have given is a WhatsApp number. So with regard to all what they have said, so in case anybody want to verify certain thing, we can contact you through the WhatsApp to verify certain information on our platform personally. So for instance, like the letter we were talking of, we could have sent the letter to you to view it and verify the letter for us.
Okay.
So I want to believe if that is a WhatsApp number, then it will solve our problem with regard to all what they are saying.
Okay, yeah, it is a WhatsApp number actually. Yeah.
And our ID cards too.
Okay.
It seems when are we getting it? Of course, we are almost done half of it, and we have no ID card to show to our employer that we are doing this course. I'm a student. So it's certain excuses they don't want to accept because there are no any ID card to indicate that you are really doing it.
All right.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. So that has been taken care. Noted. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening. iPhone.
Please, sorry, I had some challenge with my phone. I wanted to ask a bit personal question.
Okay.
I've been on the program from the beginning.
Okay.
But yet I still don't have my admission letter. I still don't have my admission letter, no index number.
Wow. Okay.
Please, madam, which of the centers are you?
Tamale.
Center.
Tamale Center.
I know.
Yes, sir.
Your name?
Yeah, I know her.
Yakubu
She's
Sahadatu.
Yakubu.
Sahadatu.
Yakubu Sahadatu.
Have you reported to the coordinator?
Yes,
several times.
Severally.
Have you written the exam?
Yes, she did.
Yes, I wrote the exam.
Counseling or educational administration?
Educational administration.
All right. I will take it up from there, but it will work on. I'll be traveling tomorrow, but I'll make sure I channel this to our registrar so that they'll work on it. This is the first time I'm hearing this from Tamala. I only know of Ho. It's only Ho that I'm aware.
It was Mr. Bonzi who was just handling it until his sudden demise.
But Bonzi is not your coordinator.
Yes, he was assisting.
He was assisting.
The coordinator should have brought that to our attention.
He's also aware of
went to Accra. He went to Accra to work on it and came back. No
without the
letter.
All right, I will take it up from there. Yakubu Sahada to write.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
You are most welcome.
All right. Okay. So iPhone. Yeah, I think that's the lady that spoke. Infinix could find.
Hello. I'm Isaac. I'm Isaac.
Okay.
Benedict from Accra.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I really enjoyed all that you have imparted into us this evening, and God richly bless you.
Okay.
We are praying and hoping that the course rep should also try as much as possible to do the needful. It will be very good to us. And the various centers, if the course rep should try as much as possible and have what you call a good relationship with the coordinators, I think all these problems will solve amicably. So we are pleading that the course rep should do the needful.
Okay.
We shouldn't reject the course rep.
Okay.
We should try and then contact or move with the course rep. So I am also begging that Mercy should also, and then those internally, they should also have patience.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Isaac. Yeah. Thank you.
Some of our colleagues are rushing too much. I don't know what they want. They should relax, take their time, and they should be fast. They should relax.
Yeah. Yes.
Relax. Things will be done accordingly.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Please, Doc. We don't have Dr. Husseini's number.
Doctor. Yeah. Okay. Doc.
We don't have his number.
Okay, I'll talk to him about it. Yeah, I'll talk to him about it. So, okay. Let's take, I think, Sophia, your hand is up.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
I think I would like to say that I'm pleading with my colleagues that when it comes to whether they want to check whether information is correct or not. Now, God, hopefully we have your number now. So if anything, they can call you and then they can verify to know. And then I also add that when it comes to secondary center, for us, we don't have those issues. So we are okay. But with your number, time to time, to also call you. And a friend also said it well, that some of us, we are rushing. I'll also plead with them that they should take their time, and then anytime that information comes, we should try and then talk to our friends and then check whether it is correct or not, and as to when we should start doing something about it. So that's the little that I would say. And then we keep on dragging issues. So I also plead with them, because it's the same thing we are repeating.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
the time is fast spent as well.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'll plead
Yeah.
with them that they should try and then calm down.
Okay.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you.
Okay, Sophia, yes. So yeah, that's fine. So I think just like Sophia said, we all need to acknowledge that you see, we're working in an institution, okay, and institutions have procedures and ways of doing things. Sometimes if we want to rush too much, certain things can rather get out of hand. Okay, so let us be patient, and I think the best things will be done for you. Okay, yes, right. So let's take the last one from Kojo, and then we'll get Dr. Inusa to give his last words, and then we can end the meeting. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Doc. I wanted to find out concerning the students' report. Do we have a maximum number of pages or maximum number of words that we should?
Oh, no, there are no limits as such. All you need are the themes. Okay, the themes that you need to write the report on, and just be exhaustive. Okay, be exhaustive, reflect on your learning, and then put as many things that you learned under each of the themes, and you are good to go. Okay. Is that okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. All right then. Sophia, your hand is up again, or is the old one?
Please, it's the old one. Let's put it. Let's remove it.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Right. So, Doc, are you there?
There.
Doc, your last words, and then.
It has been a wonderful evening, but a marathon one indeed. We budgeted 1 hour, but we have spent 3 hours online. All right. I thank you very much for being part of us. We started around 6 p.m. We had about 157 to 170 participants, but as of now, we have only 100. And the 100, myself and the presenter are part. So we have only 98 who are currently with us. We thank you for being with us and listening and asking your questions. My take from whatever that we did is that you want frequent notification with clarity, issues of ID card, timetable issues, and results for you. I assure you, I cannot do all, but I'll do my best and make sure, if not all, majority of all these points that I've jotted will be done before you complete your program. And again, we are in the process of organizing your results. So in due time before you start next semester, your results will be released. If not through your portals, but on a template that will be sent to the various centers for you to see what you have had. And again, some of you are complaining concerning wrong names and the rest. If you have any problem with a name that is misspelled in your admission letter, try to write to us officially. Organize yourself document-wise. The document that contains your right name, send it to ITEC PD through the center coordinators. When I receive, I'll work on it, and the registry will also take charge and make sure the writing is done before you complete your program. So be rest assured that any information that you pass on to us will not be on our shelves. We are going to work on it, and you'll be satisfied with the output. I'm done. I have nothing to say, but there will be a series of meetings along the line as we continue to pursue this particular program. So don't be disturbed. If you have any issue your course tutors are there. You know them more than myself. Channel it to them. Dr. Dotete is my senior colleague. I have been going to him, calling, disturbing him. If you tell him, he will surely tell me, and I'll work around the corner and get yourself as soon as possible. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Yes, so guys, this is where we draw the curtains. Okay. We wish you so well, and we hope things will be better. Okay, everything will be fine for you, and you graduate peacefully and quietly.
Amen. Amen.
All the best. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are grateful. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Very good.
Yeah.